Here I am up on your roof again. Well, not exactly. But we've got to take care of a plumbing boot failure is basically, I don't know what else to call it. But it's possible if you climb up on your roof, you'll notice right where the plumbing boot, the rubber of the plumbing boot meets the pipe, due to age and sun exposure and things like that, it'll develop these small cracks that I've simulated by cutting them in there. But it really does look very much like that when you come across it. Now, that allows water in, and everyone goes, well, who cares? The whole top of the pipe's open. Well, the top of the pipe is only open to the sewer drain system. It's not open into the water damaging parts of your house like this is. Water coming through here will definitely damage your roof. It'll soak into your attic insulation and things of that nature. These are pretty common. And unfortunately, if you have one that's bad, check the rest of your boots. You might find that even though you don't have evidence of a leak inside yet, that those are starting to go as well. So if you can avoid it, don't do just one. Get them all taken care of so you can start fresh. And what I have noticed and understand in the industry is that they are making changes to the rubber butyl that they use for these, and it's now more durable and it's impervious to UV. So hopefully we're getting closer and closer to the end of where we see these sort of things. Here's what the replacement looks like. It's got a series, I don't know if you guys, can you see those tiny little dimples in there? It's got some small dimples around the perimeter that basically exist to tell you where to put a nail. That's their whole goal in life. Also, this one is designed for 1.5 inch diameter up to 3 inch diameter pipe. And you simply grab with a pair of pliers and pull on this inside section, and it'll pull out to give you the larger section for larger pipes. Now, if you have a 4 inch pipe, there's a different boot you would buy for that. Okay. So basically what we're looking at with most boot installations, in order to take it out, we're going to have to get out the nails that have been nailed around this perimeter. Some roofers don't use the top nails, some of them do. So it's just going to depend on your roofer and what his attitude was that day. So let's get this one removed, we'll get this one reinstalled and get you moving on to some other project. We're going to start off by pulling these nails around the perimeter. We don't really care what happens to this boot, obviously, but we're just going to work these nails. You need to be conscious of the shingles so that you don't damage them in this process, but as long as they're not too frail or brittle, prying against them with this part of the flat bar shouldn't be a big deal. Some nails are going to be harder than others, of course. There's one. Now, if I push down, watch on this, if I push down, that nail should stay up enough. You see that? That allows me to get a grip on it with this side and to get that nail out of there. I'll clean that up later. Same with this nail, same situation. Now, you also might find a bead of sealant along the underside of this flashing as well. So just be prepared that there might be something really sticky waiting for you under there. And try not to get it all over yourself. My dad jokes that when he opens a tube of this sealant, he might as well just start by rubbing it all over himself because it pretty much gets everywhere and can be very tough to clean up. Okay, we've got a couple more nails here. We're almost done. I know you're having a hard time seeing that side. Don't worry. It's the same thing I was doing on the other side. Now, we want to go up far enough to make sure we don't have any nails up there. And we don't. If you do find a nail up that high, a lot of times you'll have to remove this shingle and replace it and cut a new one. So keep in mind that it can get more challenging if, unfortunately, that ends up being your circumstance. Now at this point, I'm scooting it towards you while I'm lifting it up to get it off that pipe, hopefully without damaging this shingle. There's our old one. The new one is going to install in much the same manner. We're going to give it the best tilt we can while trying to get the shingle underneath it. This takes a little finagling, so be patient. And then you want to gently get it over the pipe. Slowly work it back and forth until it fits where it needs to go. Now, that's pretty good. Pretty satisfied with that, right? One thing I always do that most people don't, and I don't even believe the instructions tell you to, that it needs it, but I want to put a bead of this sealant underneath it around the perimeter as far as I can reach. So we're going to do that right now. Just a small bead. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just enough to keep water from trying to sneak up in there. Stop here. Now, once that's in place, press it down onto it. Get yourself some 2-inch galvanized nails and get this perimeter nailed down. You'll notice the nails I took out. You could see the shiny silver head on them. On a proper roof installation, they should have been coated somehow to keep from being a point of potential leak. We'll do that in just a moment. So you get the gist of it. You should be able to get one more nail above each of those, no problem. Use your flat bar if you need to get the angle you need. And then I'm just going to dab enough of this sealant on there to make sure it's watertight, swirling it around to get it all the way around the edge of the nail. The black flashing with this black sealant looks fine from the ground. You can use a clear, pure silicone sealant if you'd prefer. They even come in colors. If your roof is a brown or something, you could certainly use those as well. Once you've got this in place and you've got the sealant on the nails that I almost forgot because I'm talking, you want to seal these shingles back down because we broke them loose for the sake of this demonstration. So you're going to put a small bead of the sealant in the places where it's needed to hold this shingle down as well, and any adjoining shingles that might have popped loose as a result of the repair. All right, now go get your plumbing boot fixed so you can go do something else you really want to do. Have a great day.